Here we go. We back. Another one, man. The football season is here. August 15th came, and a lot of teams are in training now. Some teams been in training, man. How are we doing? Is everybody getting ready for a great season? You know, I want to thank the people that helped me make this possible. Big. I can't do this without thanking Wright, Coldwell Banker, Coastal Homes, up there in Westerly. You're looking to buy a house, give Mark a call at 401-787-5203. And we also got to thank Rally Point. The only way to stand is together. Go over there and pick up Coach Pennington's new book. And if you're looking to get back on the field, you got to check out Recover Rhode Island. Before you think it's not a possibility, go to Instagram, check out Recover Rhode Island right now. Big shout out to Breakthrough. They had a great 7v7 summer passing league this year. But before we come up, we're going to have Zack Tuck. Who is Zack Tuck? You know what? You better recognize he's after a good record this season. I've been watching Zack for quite a few years go from, let's say, a pup to a dog. We're going to bring Zack in here in just a second. But first, big shout out to Dola Design. Give Dola Design a call. We'll be talking a lot about them coming up.
Not promote or promotion any illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant only for educational purpose only.
Hello, goodbye, farewell, so long. I said hello, goodbye, farewell, so long. I said did the truth come out again? If life is like a movie, then you know how it ends. They say babies are just like the angels. Tell me why you don't know how to see it.
Bang 'em! Somebody light me up! Boom! We too deep!
I know you see those warriors at the top of the hill. Ain't nobody hold us back. We too real. The roar of a champion. All you hear is people scream. All in the stadium. Everybody yelling, we too deep. Everybody yelling, we too deep. Everybody yelling.
Hello, goodbye, farewell, so long. I said hello, goodbye.
Listen, no one's going to give you more coverage. No one's going to be at more games. No one's going to be more informed. I'm not just some guy sitting in his basement spouting off about who's winning games and who's doing what. We're real. The rebellion is real. Providence Journal coverage is going to be real this year. It's almost here. 3 days away.
All right, here we go. What's going on, everybody? We're going to bring in Westerly Bulldog Zack Tuck. Zack Tuck made Rhode Island ranked a couple times last season. If you don't know, Rhode Island ranked, listen, high school kids, go on Instagram, get to Rhode Island ranked, Uncle Felix. Send him your highlight film. He does a top 3 every week. So Zack Tuck, man, let's talk about who he is. You know, I'm going to bring up Zack Tuck right now. Here he is. What's up, Zack, man? How you doing? Welcome.
I'm doing pretty good.
You know, I remember you with the Westerly Pee Wee football team. You know, I seen you go from a pup to now a Bulldog. Look at the guns. Huh?
Yeah.
You know, Coach Dunbar, you came in under Coach Miranda, actually, right?
I did, yeah, my freshman year with Coach Miranda.
So Coach Miranda, and then now you have Coach Dunbar, 3 years under Coach Dunbar. What do you think about the staff Coach Dunbar has?
I think it's the best coaching staff that Westerly's ever had. That's just me, though.
Ooh, nice. You know, I actually, you know what? I can't even disagree. I think Danny, Najee, you know, what can you say about Najee Barrows? What do you think about Najee's intensity?
I mean, he's crazy in a good way. I feel like-
Respectfully, yeah. Nah, he is. He's a good person. I noticed the Thanksgiving Day football game when Najee comes on the field, the crowd went crazy, and I never seen crowd react. For an assistant coach, that was your first Thanksgiving Day game, right?
Yeah, it was my first Thanksgiving Day game starting. Yeah.
How was the experience?
It's something I'm never gonna forget.
Nice, and
the energy there was crazy.
the energy was incredible with the teddy bear. And I think that bear's coming back out this year. Spoiler alert. I think the teddy bear's been being taken good care of from what I was told. So now you're gonna go play over at Stonington.
Yep.
And how do you feel like the vibe's gonna be? You think it's
it's just another game, but obviously, it has more. It's more important than the other ones.
now you Rocco Salino,
Yeah.
Tristan Toronto, Derek Mason, there've been some good people in. We can't forget about, I think a year before you, Xavier Ledbetter, he did very good in the backfield as well. Whose record are you chasing?
I'm chasing Tristan's.
Yeah, Trey. Shout out to Tristan, man.
He's phenomenal.
Tristan, great kid. I'm not sure if he's still doing MMA fighting, but shout out to Tristan, great kid. And you run with the same intensity. How do you go into the season? Like, take us from the end of last season till now.
Well, at the end of last season, like since the beginning of high school, I thought this 4 years was going to be long. But, now I'm rolling up onto my senior season, and I definitely have like a different edge because this may be my final years being a Bulldog at Westerly.
You know what they say, the days are long, the years are short.
Yeah.
And you're definitely going to learn that. So you must have a lot of this season it's going to be emotional for you.
Oh, yeah. This season's going to be like an emotional roller coaster, but you just got to keep buckled down and just carry on.
Some of the guys you played with your scout team, tell us a little bit about them.
Like our scout team this year?
Yeah, who gets you ready? Who do you think's going to be there to get you ready for these games? Because we don't give the scout team enough credit.
No, yeah. This year, our scout team, it's a lot of freshmen. A lot of freshmen that are eager to go out and play. There's this one kid, his name's Damien, number 40. He gives every play 110% effort. Yeah, he's probably the biggest one. He doesn't take it easy on any of us.
And how about your line? You want to talk about the line a little bit?
Honestly, people may say that we lost a lot last year, but I think we rebuilt it in the span of this whole summer. I think that our line, it's not the biggest, but it's strong, it's athletic, it's going to get the job done, I think.
And that the line's led by, of course, Najee Barrows, so I'm sure Najee's going to have them guys ready. He gets them guys waiting. Yeah, the line never gets enough credit.
Yeah.
So I was looking at some of your numbers career-wise, and you have a pretty let me pull it up right now. I was looking over on Max Preps. I think you have a career of 11 total games, if I'm not mistaken. One 2 years ago, and then you played all of last season?
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. Oh, yeah, 191 carries for 1,543 yards, which was pretty impressive. You have a 97-yard long. That's pretty impressive. And I know last season you pretty much led the league in total yards.
Yeah.
So what are you carrying into this season? What's going to keep you cranking?
Well, so our first lift, I know Coach Dunbar had us write down some personal goals and our team goals. And our team goal is obviously to win the state championship. That's the biggest one.
Want that
And-
ring?
Oh yeah, we've been trying for it. And then on my personal goal, I want to be Tristan. Yeah, but I want to get 2,000 yards this year. That's
2,000 yards. You hear that, Coach? Coach Dunbar is actually listening.
oh yeah.
And shout out to Coach Dunbar. 2,000 yards. You're gonna play some tough teams this year. Portsmouth. You're gonna go against Central Knights. Shout out to Mike Washington and his team. You know that's gonna be you're gonna need a strong line.
Yeah.
You know, and we know you have that. How about the guy under center, man? Let's talk a little bit about Lance Williams. A lot of people see he's a small guy, but he's on the money.
You know, he may be smaller, but he's a dual threat. So, if you don't really blitz him, he's going to get the ball out there, and chances are it's going to be 6. And if you blitz him and then you give him space, you get green grass in front of him. He's one of the most shifty people I think I've ever played up against. So he's an unbelievable athlete.
I'd say about Lance Williams, a kid like that there's people that want to play football, and then there's football players, and I think Lance Williams is definitely a football player.
Oh, for sure.
Now, working out to you comes natural. I remember when you was young, you was working out. Is that in the family?
Yeah, my dad's always been a big dude.
So you enjoy going to the gym?
I love it. It's awesome. I love it.
Let's talk about Coach Spizzato a
Ronnie.
little bit. Yeah, Ronnie, he's the man, right?
He's great. He's one of the coaches that, he first brought me into high school football, and he after practices he would spend extra time with me. He'd make sure I had everything down. So definitely a lot of appreciation towards Coach Ronnie.
And congratulations on his state championship in baseball.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. First time in 30 years, the same day.
Yes, I know that. What was that? Father's Day, right?
Yes, it was.
I went to a couple of them games, and I noticed the atmosphere was just Bulldogish, like.
Oh yeah.
Because I tell people the culture in Westerly, you can't go too far without somebody having a Westerly Bulldog hat, shirt, socks, beach towel,
Exactly. Yeah.
flag.
Yeah, exactly. The community in Westerly, it's unmatched. It's an all-around awesome community. They're big into all their sports. They're really supportive. Doesn't really get much better than that.
Now, someone I have to mention, Joe Vaca.
Joe Vaca.
I know you play with Coach Vaca down at Pee Wee. What did he do to help your career, and what does he mean for Bulldog football?
Well, see, people sometimes I feel like they look past the Pee Wee football, but you have all these great players, like you got Mitchell McLeod, you got Jimmy Powers, you got me, Lance. That if it wasn't for Pee Wee football, we wouldn't be who we are today. Like, that built us as football players and as people.
Nice. And so state championship is where we want to go. Shout out to our great athletic director, Jamie Fee. He don't get enough attention, so we got a big shout out to Jamie. Hey, look at this. Ray Martinez, actually, he is the line coach over there, St. Ray's. He said, Purple and Gold don't like playing this guy, but we hope to see him in the big game. Good luck, young man. I wish nothing but the best. He said they don't like playing you, Zach. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, well, St. Ray's is a phenomenal football team. It's just like, that they're strong and everywhere. It's fun playing them because of how much of a challenge it was. You got Moses, who's, he's a freak. Like, he's an all-around outstanding athlete. You got Andre DePina Gray, all those guys. You got Napoleon. Like it's just all
Yeah,
those.
you're right. No, you're absolutely right. Keaton, McCann.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. Are you looking at any colleges yet?
Honestly, I'm not 100% just yet.
Okay, we could talk about that down the road. Got a full
Yeah.
season. Well, Zach, man, good luck this season. Any last words? Anything you want to say to your coaches, to your teammates, to the people out there watching?
Well, just stay tuned for the season.
That's right, man. State
Yeah.
championship coming to Westerly. Shout out to Coach Dunbar. I think he's doing a terrific job, and I don't hear nothing negative about the guy when I go around town. Everyone loves his swag. They love the way that he's coaching the team. Shout out to Coach Miranda, Coach Spizzato, Coach Marone, Coach Williams. Am I missing any? Coach Barrows, all the managers, all the assistants, everyone that helps to get all these programs together. And let's go Bulldogs.
Exactly.
Zach, thank you, man. Thank you for coming on, Rhode Island. Get used to hearing Zack Tuck, man. He made Rhode Island ranked a couple times last season. Zach,
Yeah.
thank you.
Of course.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Well, Zack Tuck, Westerly Bulldog, number 24, coming into his senior year, he said that it went by fast. He thought it was going to be, he thought it was going to take a minute to go by. And like I told him, the days are long, but the years are short. Give me 1 second. Thank you, Zach. Really, really appreciate you coming on
the game fields, at practice, all the time. We represent the Northmen. We would never, ever, put that in danger. We wear that with pride. And, when we all heard about this at first, it was a scary thing because we didn't know what was happening ourselves. Everyone's asking us questions and it hurts to, the only thing we can say is, we don't know. We don't know what's going on. We wish we could tell everyone what's going on, but we don't.
All right, thank you, man. Yo, I appreciate Zack Tuck for coming on. Good kid. He got big. He's swollen. You heard what St. Ray saying. He said, we don't like playing this man. But I hope we get to see St. Ray's. I hope Westerly gets to see St. Ray's in the big game. Division 2 definitely going to be interesting. Let me look at Westerly's schedule right here. Let's get by all this injury fun. A waste of 19 pages. So let's see. They got Charahoe the first game, coached by Slammer, and the defensive coordinator, former West Warwick coach Cato, which I don't think Dunbar ever lost to Cato, and I don't see is starting this year. The second game, Portsmouth. I'm not sure what Portsmouth's doing. We'll have to keep an eye on Portsmouth. They don't have Benny Hurd, but we'll definitely talk about that with Felix next Thursday. Westerly and Barrington, is this game a concern? We know Barrington does have a great quarterback. We've seen that at Breakthrough with Team Yellow. But what is Barrington going to be able, we kind of know what Sandy Gorman is going to bring. And then Shea, tough game, tough team. Last time I think Westerly went down to Shea, it was cold it was mad cold. We had on like big, heavy overalls. I remember Tristan Toronto was down there. You can ask Mike Murray. He said he hated that game, trying to block Tristan in that cold weather game at Shea. So going back to Shea, and that's going to be the end of September 30th. And then on October 7th, Westerly and Central. That game is going to be what? Central High School. Mike Washington coming up to Westerly, 7 p.m. That's going to be a great week. We're going to get Joey Kaleo Y'all know Joey Caleo's a Westerly guy, right? Well, he is Central's coaching staff, so we're going to get him, try to get Najee, see if we can get something going on maybe with Coach Dunbar. But that game is going to be mega, mega hyped up. Westerly and Central. Central being a powerhouse right now in Division 1, picking up a great quarterback this season. I heard a little bit, people are starting to see a lot of kids going to Central. And I think kids want to go to Central now, and people are like, oh, it's going to look, some people are going to start saying something. People are going to think, I don't think really Hendricken, they lost a great quarterback, but I don't think Mike Washington is like the wicked evil wizard of RII Ellison behind the curtains controlling shit. Like PCTA, it's a school where you can go to and play for Central. And, not everybody wants to go to college, And Avante, it looks like he wants to go on into family business and be in the construction field, so that's why PCTA, it's good to him. And let's face it, Central is a D1 inner city school, and they're doing very good right now. They're being very successful. So I don't think Mike Washington is the evil friggin' wizard that people are making him out to be, I mean, yeah, he's a little fresh. I mean, he talks the talk, and he's willing to walk the walk. So shout out to Central. And then after that, Westerly has Cranston East. Westerly's travel. Westerly only has like 3 home games this season, but I got a feeling if you can get home field advantage, there's 2 more, so that makes up for it. But going down to play at Cranston Stadium, then October 22nd, Westerly's going up to Barry Field. Shout out to my guy, Coach Charlie. He won 2 championships before he was 30 years old, and that was the last time when Socket was in Division 2, back to back. When Socket has some fast wide receivers, and they got someone that can throw the ball, so I can expect Woonsocket to do some damage. And then October 28th, SK. So what do we have? You have Woonsocket. Is Cranston East on Westerly's side? Woonsocket, Shea, Cranston East. Them are the games that you really... and SK. No, not SK. Yeah, there's like 4 games you have to win, basically, out of the games that Westerly's playing. You have to worry about games on your subdivision. So out of the 8 games Westerly's playing, they have to worry about the teams inside their subdivision. Yeah, they play Portsmouth. They play Charahoe. They play Portsmouth. Barrington. Is Barrington on their sub? Yeah, so it is a league game. So yeah, so Barrington, another league game would be Shea. Central's a non-league game. And then you got Cranston East, which is a league game. Woonsocket's a league game. Okay, so SK's a league game too. So you go 1, 2, 3, 6 league games out of 8. So the top 4 teams, you got 6 league games out of 8, and the top 4 teams make the playoffs on each side. All right, man. Zack Tuck, thank you. Appreciate it for coming on. Thank you to our sponsors.
Mikey does. Sometimes I'm like, yo, you over the edge, TMZ with it. But
the boy gonna do you something nasty.
I hate to say it, more times than not, he get the results he wants.
Right, and to be honest with you, I honestly don't think it's over. Honestly, I think exactly what this state needs. We've always needed a platform where we can call out the nonsense,
the repercussions,
and give people the props that they deserve, and call out the people who are full of it. And honestly, I think that more and more people are starting to utilize Mike's platform for that. And honestly, I know a lot of folks. A lot of people talk to me, "Oh, Emerson, like you're on there and you talk this and you talk that," and I'm like, "Listen," I said. Name one thing that he's been wrong about. And then there's silence.
But, boy.
Right.
Because they know. Because honestly, like that stuff that's being exposed, they're like, oh, damn, how did he find out about it? And again, Mike has his sources, and I never get into that. But at the end of the day, what he exposes is the truth. And people don't want to hear that. They want to hear the watered down version. They want to hear, oh, well, I don't know how he found that out, blah, blah, blah. But, they want to duck and dodge and this and that. And, there's no need for that. It's like, okay, we need to bring a level of respect back to, coaching and administration and stuff like that. And honestly, when people get called out like that, they call out the nonsense. And that's exactly what we need.
Y'all better stop playing with that boy.
Oh, the alignment's good for football on second thought. Dude, you crapped on it this whole video, man.
Sitting there like, I have no clue what I'm doing. Like, I was just keeping my hands out of it, and people were just taking shots at her left and right, and it was, for me, it was...
Dude, he said, I have no idea what I'm doing. We know that, but what you meant to say was like, I had nothing to do with this. No, you called out a parent. I have never, ever, ever called out a parent, man. Never crossed that line, man. That's unprofessional, man. You work for the Journal, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I told Mike, I said, I got my connections like Huggy Bear, but Mikey's more like J. Jonah Jameson. I don't know where he get it from. He'd be like, I got an email. I'm going to call him out. I'm like, God, this for real.
Listen, no one's going to give you more coverage. No one's going to be at more games. No one's going to be more informed. I'm not just some guy sitting in his basement spouting off about who's winning games and who's doing what. We're real. The rebellion is real. Providence Journal coverage is going to be real this year. It's almost here. 3 days away.
Absolutely be the fakest motherfucker you ever thought you could be and just lie your way all the way through. And if long as you believe your lies, which is most of the industry these days, then you can last this long. The other way is to just be real with your friends, your family and your core fan base, just 100% authentic, and you keep it real with them, they keep it real with you, and they'll support you till the day you die.
When I drop you off, you never see your father. Saw 48 hours of the week. It's not enough for us to speak. It's not enough for me to teach. I wanna hug you. You're out of reach. You're so far away. I just want you here with me. Just know this wasn't up to me. Driving from your mama crib, I find it hard to breathe. Hard to tell you what I mean, but I never wanna leave. There's things I must protect you from. I only can 2 days out the week. I only feel like a man on them 2 days out the week. Rest of the time, I'm on my grind. Sometimes I forget to eat, but I'm hungry, baby daddy, eat the street. I'd live in the hole if it meant you could live free. I'd let go of my soul just for you to be.
Get ready, it's coming. You hunting or you running? Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. It's coming.
Let's go, come take a ride through my city life. See what my city's like. It's the city life, for some it's a shitty life. This is city living, mostly them city children. From my bedroom, see the lights of them city buildings. Ain't gotta act hard, Private's my backyard. I run Rhode Island, you can call me a track star. And we
be a team, homie, all is one. I don't sleep until all is done. I ain't ruckus, so please don't call me Mr. 401. It's Mr. Rags. You
now deal with it. We see what happened when the last dude tried to. Yeah, I bet he probably went home and cried too. I chucked the line in the cafeteria. Lunch lady gave me a bowl of gravy, some mashed potatoes, and real with it. So ill with it, I think I need a medical leave. I got my foot on their neck and I ain't letting them breathe. He say he nicer, but he ain't never said it to me. Flow so cold, minus like 7 degrees. Go get your chinchilla, that painkiller nigga with it getting sick of me. Cause instantly when they heard me, they could wear it was history. Hickory, doctor, the flow so crazy it belonged on the top floor. I felt 6 feet, even when I was 5'4".
Hang him! Hang him! Somebody, light me up!
Hello. Goodbye. Farewell. So long. I said hello. Goodbye. Farewell. So long. I said uh-oh. Did the truth come out again? If life is like a movie, then you know how it ends. They say babies are just like the angels. Tell me why you don't know how to see it.
Listen, no one's going to give you more coverage. No one's going to be at more games. No one's going to be more informed. I'm not just some guy sitting in his basement spouting off about who's winning games and who's doing what. We're real. The rebellion is real. Providence Journal coverage is going to